versus Ohio State, a rematch of that Cotton Bowl semifinal playoff collision where the Buckeyes survive. Both replacing a lot of stars from those teams. Both expect to contend for a championship this season.
Longhorns will kick this deep to start us off.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense comes on the field first today. And Kirk, we've seen some high-profile freshman running backs come out and make an instant impact. This guy has that kind of ability. Let's see what kind of a start he can get off to.
It's just rare to see a guy who's built like this, and he's a true freshman. My gosh, we cannot wait to see him get started here today.
Snides a quick throw. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, but this is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
The tackle is made, and that's good for a first down at the 47.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down. Incompletion on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a first down. To the air. It's Sayin. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion sets up a second down play. He's going to hand this off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Grab down the middle. It's Tate. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback,
oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Takes off in a bootleg. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
Now the important point-after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. So Texas's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And each offense features a star tight end. Kirk, what an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch two tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better than them.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Lights off a defender.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Defense is coming after him. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. When they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. To the air. It's Sayin. Looking for the wideout. The pass is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Longhorns. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, they look to the right. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Well, Texas and Ohio State, the last time a part of college football history, of course, that classic collision in the Cotton Bowl. Jack Sawyer with the strip sack and scoop and score. The decisive play in an unforgettable football game.
Yeah, one of those big games that you can remember, maybe 2 or 3 plays being the difference in the game. You mentioned a play by Jack Sawyer, of course, at the end of the first half. The screen pass to Trevion Henderson. It looked like Ohio State was just trying to not turn the ball over. High percentage throw, ends up going for a touchdown. So the Buckeyes made the plays when they had to be able to get out of there with a win. And anytime you put these two teams on the field together, a ton of NFL talent and athletic ability. Let's see how this one plays out.
Short throw complete to the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30. And a first down. The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's a risky pass. He gets away with it. Almost the 2nd interception for this defense today.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
The shotgun running play call. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. This will be a 45-yard attempt. And it's good right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Turner trying to create good field position. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And we're going to throw now on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the handoff. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the wideout goes in motion. Play action here on first down. The sure hands. It's Gibson. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Good enough for first down yardage. Longhorns pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Handoff to the back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. First down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Moore. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. Longhorns trying to cash in here in the red zone. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Manning. He's got it near the end zone. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. The Longhorns will line up here on first down and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He escapes the pocket. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit. He wasn't able to complete this pass.
So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. He'll hand it off. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Pressure is coming. Incomplete, but it's hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. And they will try out the field goal team here. Knocks that one right down the middle. And the game is now tied. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. So the whole place right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, what a grab! He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
2nd down after that previous play. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Goes to his right side there for the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. Buckeyes come to the line to start a 1st set of downs. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for the offense. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. The pass rush closing in. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Hey, the windows are so tight on these throws for this quarterback. Positive yards are a good thing here. Now it's 3rd and goal, getting so much closer to punching it in.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this 1st down and keep this drive alive.
And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a beautiful post route right over the top, and it splits this defense for 6 points. Great recognition by the quarterback to see the void in the middle 3rd of this secondary and confidently deliver that strike.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Longhorns looking to run some tempo here.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a 1st down.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Throwing off play action. He's running out of time here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looking downfield. It's Manning. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Trying to get the throw off. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to chuck it again. And he can't hold on right in his hands. And he dropped it.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Longhorns will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. He's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Extra point try coming now. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw over the middle. He makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Pulls it in. It's Jackson.
Boy, this is great effort. I mean, he gets his foot down, but it's meaningless without the yardage to follow.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And the coverage team able to bring him down. So they'll start this drive with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Off the play fake on first down. Bringing pressure. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. The offense will take their first head out of the half and talk strategy here. Here's the 2nd down play. Looking for a man. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. They move the 6, but hurry to the line here on first down now. Looking to throw here. Makes a quick catch. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense. It puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. marker. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they've regained the lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Grab down the middle. It's Moore. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. First and 10 play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Picks up the first, looking for more. He's in the clear. Past the 10. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
27, Ohio State, 17.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for first and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
To throw, it's Sayin. Throwing for his running back. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Defense makes the recovery a turnover. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Play fake, looking to throw. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. And here's the handoff. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Caught by the receiver. Spins away from defenders. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33. First down and 10 now. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Oh, it's incomplete. Tried a little lob pass there, but doesn't work. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Looking for a receiver. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Longhorns looking to keep this drive rolling. Back to throw again. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11. Longhorns are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Back to pass. It's Manning. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown! Touchdown, Texas. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
34, Ohio State, 17.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They moved the ball into plus territory last time, but it ended in a fumble. They can't do that again, trailing on the scoreboard. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Now, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
The tight end has got it. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. You'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Becoming a solid drive. They got a first down right at the 49. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. QB decides to keep it here. Jukes to get free. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Man, we know this guy can spin it, but you can't forget about his wheels, too. That's another first down for this offense, and they are feeling it.
Play action here on first down. Wide open downfield. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete in the back corner of the end zone.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
To throw, it's Sayin. Screen to the wide receiver. Will not be brought down. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. The snapper, quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. Needing a score badly, likely 4-down territory. Here comes 3rd and goal. And the back now goes in motion. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. He's swarmed by the defense. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? Running out of time in the pocket. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Takes the handoff. It's Baxter. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. There's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football.
Touchdown, Longhorns. They continue to roll up the score.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Finally tackled down at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. He could go. At the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Texas. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And they're able to tack on the extra point.
48, Ohio State, 17.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. On the ground, it's Jackson. He fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. 2nd down play coming up. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Over the middle, it's Tate. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take him out while they check him out. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 1st down, it's play action. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. Back to throw. It's Manning. Makes a quick grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. The Longhorns trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And they're just able to get him down at the 1. So close.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Moves out of the pocket. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the PAT is good.
55, Ohio State, 17.
And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Grab down the middle. It's Jackson. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. The shotgun handoff here.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Buckeyes will have to kick it away when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. And here's the return. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Leaning on the run game here late. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down.
Defense does a really nice job here being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That's reeled in. It's Moore. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. And that should secure the victory, and they dodged the upset trap here, Kirk. They came in, handled the pressure of this early season collision, and really set the tone for an outstanding season.
Yeah.
Breaks into the clear. He'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're 1st and goal.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. The ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with...